to break the bank? I want sweatshirts.
Tune in live every Wednesday at 10. Bring a family member or friend.
Yeah. You love that?
Charlie.
I love Walter.
You
never did, no?
We go back, what, 20 years?
Charlie Perry
20 years. Then I get stuck
chopping it up
with
at
Charlie.
Honey Dew.
Life of the city. He ends up being my neighbor.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I was parking in front of my door. I'm like, who the hell is this guy parking? And then you see Charlie walking down the street. Charlie, are you okay? Did you get kicked out of the house or something?
Yeah. You don't have a Johnny, so he didn't escape from the hospital. Hey, just want to welcome everybody to Chopping It Up at Honey Dew Rte 18. Myself, Charlie Perry, Walter Manise, Chops Turner, Marco Andrade. This is a tandem that's only Walter's here again, paid. But we are here. We're ready. I love this idea. It was a great concept, great idea, Walter, and I really truly appreciate this. Hanging out with Chops every week, so it's gonna be good, man.
First of all, Charlie, I'd like to know how Chops got his name first on the broadcast show. It should be Charlie Chops.
Yeah.
Or CC Junior, CC Senior. So, but in all seriousness,
I figured if I put his name in there, it would be the quickest way for the government to catch him.
So in other words, are you some type of reward program where you turn people in?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, Chops will be easy. All you gotta do is find him at Honeydew at 113 Conway Street in the morning. When he gets up in the morning. When he gets up.
I just want
Man.
about 2,500 or something. Then I'll be all right. Then I'll start doing it.
That's all?
Yeah.
That's all.
it.
You take debit cards?
Oh yes.
Just swipe
that right now.
I'd see anything to see this guy.
Well, no good, man. Yeah, man, look at that, man. No
Hey.
respect.
Honey Dew coffee now serving.
Oh, yeah, Honey Dew, man. Come down.
Jack and Coke in the coffee cup.
That's right.
Only joking.
Thank you, Charlie and Chops for making us your home every Wednesday at 10 a.m. It's not about the giving back. It's not about business. It's about friendships that have gone back 30 years, where we all worked for the city, helped the city in some way, giving back to our community. I can remember Charlie Perry when you were an amazing police officer, an amazing role model to our kids and our troubled kids in our community. I reached out to Charlie when I was working for Fred Kalis, the mayor, and there was a lot of issues in our community. Kids didn't have faith or trust in the department as well as city as well, the government. Like they didn't believe in government at the time. So one of the things that we wanted to do is break the barriers. And how do we do that? By going out to the community, not during office hours, but after office hours, and try to get everybody together on the same page. And I reached out to Charlie. I said, Charlie, how can we think outside the box to make sure that we build those relationships in the community? And Charlie says, well, let's host some sporting events in the neighborhood, utilizing the neighborhood parks after hours, the weekends, at night, have pickup games against these kids. So, and I said, Charlie, that's amazing, but you think we can get kids to show up and play basketball? And you know what? We went out there at night and we told these kids, hey, do you want to play against off-duty officers? They didn't believe us. They said, those guys will never show up. I said, trust me, they will show up. And they kept betting me. They won't show up. All it took was give them a free shirt, right? Cops and Kids basketball. And before you know it, we had about 50, 60 kids
Yeah.
from Clemente Park, Montes Park, Magnet Park. And Charlie and Julio Rivera recruited all the another local guy, has with strong ties to the South End community and the West End community, get together and we hosted these games every week. We hosted these games, and we had over 150 people come watch these games. And there you started seeing relationships starting to build in every community one at a time. So Charlie, I owe you tremendous uh, a lot of thanks for that because you pulled that off with Leo as well. These cops weren't getting paid. I want to make that clear. They were there because they wanted to build relationships in every neighborhood with our youth. So I can never forget that. And then Chops, his role with in all this was that in the summer it was the basketball games and the family cookouts, and in the winter it was we didn't want to stop, so we wanted. A lot of the community was saying, "Why do we only have one tree lighting in downtown New Bedford? Why doesn't the mayor pay attention to the rest of the neighborhoods where we have to have, bring that holiday spirit to every community?" And that's what we did. We got together with Chops, and of course, Chops didn't charge a single dime to the city. Chops did it because he recognized that he belongs in this very same community, and he wanted to give back to the community. So Chops, along with Santa Claus and the mayor and the local community groups, we got together, and for the first time ever, we hosted tree lightings in Montes Park and Magnet Park and Roberto Clemente. Derek Baptiste, the ward counselor, played a big role in that as well. So I want to thank him. But this is where our relationships go back 30 years with these two guys who love this community. They're still here. What does that tell you? They're still here because they love this community, and I can't thank them enough for their friendship, for their support, and
we thank you. You don't screen my calls. You answer me all the time. I can appreciate that, and not too many of my calls going to Walter go to voicemail, and it's the same. See his name, I'm like, oh, something's wrong, something serious, something important. Call and answer Walter, and you've been there all those years that you talked about, the 30 years, and I truly appreciate your good work and support for me for a very long time. All right.
thank you, Charlie.
All right. Chops has a good friend at the end over here, the best face on the table right now, Marco Andrade. He is definitely a diamond in the rough. He's doing amazing things. And Chops, I want you to introduce Marco to everybody, man.
Well, I met Marco not too long ago, and I know him for years. But he's an amazing guy, and he's an agent for artists in the city here, and we work together. Put your hands together for my man.
Yes.
Mr. Marco Andrade.
Definitely.
When I came back across the week, I had known Chops for years ago. We're going back to probably the 90s.
Yep.
And I just reconnected with him about a year ago now. A little over a year ago. We've been doing some shows together. He's an unbelievable performer. I love working with him. I mean,
Good.
It's always a good time. Sometimes he runs a little late.
Yeah.
But he's
Oh,
always there.
a little.
It's a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Thank you.
Walter Bolston's here and bringing you on your show. So, can't
So
wait.
I appreciate
We want to
it.
be nice to Chops in case there's any potential gigs out there that are looking to hire him. So we don't want to tell people. We don't want to scare people how late he shows up. No, actually, Chops is wonderful.
Well, for somebody
He's
else, I'll
always-
make sure he gets there. On
He's
time.
always on time.
Yeah.
Maybe later, Chops.
If you're thinking of a wedding singer, have your wedding an hour
Have your
later.
backup.
Listen, he was doing a gig in Providence not too long ago. And I believe you had to go back to the house three times to 3 times because you forgot the wire.
Forgot the wire.
And then your car broke down.
That's it.
So he got to the gig an hour late. He had to go back.
Thank God he could just walk across the street.
That's right.
He was stomach.
Time for a PCA or CNA or something. We got
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, it's San Francisco.
Yeah,
they get free,
baby.
they get free transportation out here.
They do.
Yeah.
It's called CERTA.
yeah.
I gotta fly.
All you gotta do is show your senior citizen card.
Yeah.
Good. Good job.
I need one. Give me one.
Don't worry about it. We got you covered.
Thank you.
The Honey Dew card will get you far.
Oh wow.
And when you go down to the T, just say hey, I know Charlie Perry. Give me a Charlie card.
Yeah, give me a Charlie card.
Boston.
God, so, man.
Charlie, do you think your buses in the morning is Chops' house on that school route? Maybe you can
Actually,
pick him up.
wait, let me see. You got
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
60. No, you got
He's a
about
taxpayer.
60
He's a
yards. He can go
Yeah,
right.
sneak him in. You can do music in the morning with the kids at the same time.
Yes.
Hey,
In exchange for transportation.
get up early. Just follow the geese all the way down your street. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, little lunchbox. Yeah, Chops turn up.
Oh, you guys are terrible, man. Oh,
Just
man.
keep that shirt on though.
Yeah. No, I you know what? It's a new era because I mean
About
he's
the
got a
championship.
49er
Right.
shirt on.
Right, new era.
But guess what? We're all involved in fantasy football, right?
That's right.
So there's a 49er on one of our teams, and so we.
And your fantasy
I'm
did right.
rooting for him.
I don't think
Right.
Chops. I don't think Chops has accepted that Joe Montana retired decades ago.
I know.
He's still hoping he's coming back. In
I know.
retirement.
Coming back from the dead.
Hey, your wife, she did you dirty, man. That video where you were
See
mad
that?
and
I know.
angry.
You see that? Oh man.
I wish I had known.
Oh,
'Cause
John, she got me good, man.
I would have put it right in there.
I know it now, man. I gotta give you the tape. It was going crazy. Oh yeah. Oh, God, Charlie. That was crazy.
Gail Montero Duwasu, good morning.
Good morning.
See, you got Michael Consatio.
What's up, Mike?
Michael.
Mike. What's up, Big Mike? He's the man,
Shout
Mike,
out.
man. The con man.
We also got Karen Jenkins. We got
Okay.
Eldrick over there. Got a cute little kid over there. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining us. Marco, I was wondering if you could share a story with us as far as your career and your who inspired you to do this? Was it
I've been doing this since probably the mid-90s. I was a DJ for years. Not a DJ in the community in our. I'm from the Florida area.
Yep.
So started doing down there. Continued DJing. Just local. Got old enough. Started doing local bars and stuff like that.
Yep.
Then I got introduced to the Boston market where I started working there. So I was doing stuff like Nick's comedy stuff, which I worked there for quite a long time.
Nice.
And I started hosting the comedy shows. I was just hosting, I was bringing the comedians and all that. And I just continued DJing for years. Did some local radio work at a local radio station, FM station out here in Sargent, Massachusetts. And I just started promoting. I mean, I was always, I love to watch people have a good time,
Right.
and that's one of my things that I have. Sometimes a little bit too much fun.
Mhm.
I enjoy watching people just enjoy themselves.
Good.
People work hard all week long. They do what they got to do all week.
That's right.
And they need somewhere to go and somewhere to have a good time. They need to have whoever's providing that service there. They need to understand that these people are coming out.
Yeah.
And that's so important. But I've been doing it now since the '90s. I've worked at many nightclubs, including here right here in New Bedford. I worked at Hibernia from day one to literally the last day.
Yeah.
109 William Street, right downtown. Did many years over at the Catwalk.
Yeah.
When it came sponsor afterwards.
Yes.
And I've worked many different locations. I've hosted many. So I've never DJed there, but this was now within recent times. I was at Pop 65 doing some stuff there, which they just took a small break. They're going to be reopening new owners and everything.
Good.
But I was holding parties there. I was doing mainly. I do a lot of set-option nights.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, that old Rat Pack.
Yep.
Frankie, Frankie. and stuff like that, Sammy Davis Jr. and all that. So, I love the business. And I love that coffee time, this at the break.
That's
You
right.
know, that right there. And I think there's a place for it now. And just that humbleness is growing.
Yeah.
I think that needs to reignite. And that's why I try to do so many nights. I do nights with chops and stuff like that. So it's, you know, it brings that kind of crowd, an older crowd. Which I think it's so important to give the old crowd somewhere to go.
Yeah.
You go out there today, you go to these bigger cities. I mean, most of the spots are all nightclub bars.
That's right.
Teenagers, young kids, you don't have teenagers, but your early 20s.
Yeah, yep.
Early 20s. And sometimes you just don't want to be in that
Right.
environment.
Yeah.
We do a lot of 30s plus nights, catering to that 30s plus crowd.
That's, I like that.
Yeah, we have a night coming up with chops. Right down here in New Bedford on the 26th of September.
Yep.
So I've been doing a lot of shows. Got a great location, great spot to go. Have some good time.
I love the vault. I went to a couple events there, and I just got some good news that WMD1 Radio is going to bring their comedy show there.
Wow, yeah. That's good.
So now that's going to be nice, a nice comedy event every month, downtown New Bedford, which is great.
Yeah, it'd be great.
You know, I always wanted some.
They just had Steve Sweeney there. He's an acting comedian.
Yep.
Me, myself, and Irene, something about Mary.
Mhm.
Was invited me to show. She was just there Saturday night.
Wow,
It was a
see
great
that?
show. That was a good time.
Yeah, it's a good venue.
Oh yeah.
Great owners. So I just I can't wait. And in 2026, the very tip of 2026, we get the Zyterian with their grand opening that's coming up.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
and so that's new, and it's I went in there, I seen everything, and I was just amazed. I mean, that building has a lot of history with me. But to see what they're going to do and what's going to happen, it's sky's the limit. You know, the sky's the limit. I met Sinbad there. That was the craziest thing, man.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh my God. I thought for sure it was me and my two buddies. Actually, three buddies. We're in the front row, and I said, "Oh no, he's gonna." Between these two that don't know how to shut up, and the other one looks like a crash dummy. I said he's gonna pick on one of them. So it was like, and he did it, you know. And and then when he got sick, I was really heartbroken.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah.
But to see how he's come around, that's good. So, Walter, I can't, all the years you booked all that money, taking 3-digit numbers in the Cape Verdean community, and now you have this, and it's amazing, and man, your hard work is definitely helped you out, and I'm very, very happy that you brought it to this venue.
I appreciate the.
What was your lucky number?
I can't really say it online.
No,
I can't. No.
You don't want anybody to have all that money.
No, I very fortunate to work very hard in the community.
Yes.
And I was given that opportunity by the late Mayor Fred Kalis,
Yes.
who took a chance on me, and I'd say a chance with me because I don't hide this. I didn't have a high school diploma. I had a GED.
Yep.
Mayor got criticized at the time for hiring me, but he knew that I was involved in the community, and he said, "I'm going to take a chance on him." And then when I got the job, I worked 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, trying to prove myself that I can do the job.
Yeah.
And sure enough, he opened the door. My office was literally right next door to his, and I got the firsthand experience to work with the community firsthand, and be able to run city government. So when I took that experience, built a lot of networks in the community with the landlords, nonprofit groups, guys like you guys, worked closely with a lot of people, and the rewards showed once I left city government and went to private business, because a lot of those people supported me throughout my journey, and I never forgot that. You always take care of the people that always took care of you. Until today, I bring that same that same thing to the business sector. So
Yeah.
I never forget, people that helped me get through that. In life we go through paths that that may not make sense at the time, but at the end of the day, you just have to put trust and let your path take its course. So
It's and all that. I mean, I know your golden heart you have. You helped out. You just helped us out with the donations and that went to Cabo Verde and San Vicente, and helped us out with a truck and your crew.
yeah, most importantly, Charlie, I was going to mention this. Thank you so much for leading that drive, because
Yeah.
again, you got to remember this. You're a community police officer. You were detectives, I think,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right. You were someone who this community respected 1,000%. You're retired. You just didn't go leave the country, or sorry about that.
Yep.
You just didn't leave or go on vacation with your family and then just close the door from the same community that supported you throughout your childhood. But you chose to stay in New Bedford,
Yeah.
help out your culture, right, and do so much more. And that needs to be commended. It says a lot about you as an
Thank you.
individual. When I get the call, how could you say no? You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it to help others.
So important. People in front of me and ahead of me. The elders, they taught me to do things this way, and I'm so appreciative of it. And it starts right here in this community that's across from your business. That's where I grew up, and so I only do what I was taught, and thank God it was more good than bad. The only reason why I was a police officer is because I could run fast back then.
You can run fast.
I would go in there in the building and the cop look at me, do a double take. And say, I know that kid, man. I know that kid. No, you don't know me.
I think his picture. I think his picture's in the police station.
Yeah. Might be.
With the uniform.
Yeah.
And his fingerprints too.
So Marco, what's up next with you? What's going on?
So our next event here in Bedford is the 26th.
Yeah.
So we're about to fall. It's Chops. It's actually his 65th birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch out, baby. Yeah, you come in, you guys didn't come now.
Yeah.
You guys down there, man. We're going.
34. Yeah.
Watch it now, watch it. It's gonna be a blast.
Is Charlie singing at your party?
Yeah, he's coming to sing with me, man. He's on
Listen,
stage with me. You too.
I can write a song.
That's right. He's a great writer too.
I can write poetry. As far as singing, I guess I just can't do it, man.
Why don't you experiment for us? Let us be the judge. Good. Put something on real quick.
Look, if I start singing a Tavaz song,
Please, please don't.
I'll start doing cover songs with Tavaz.
Just do like 30, like 20 seconds.
No,
Bring up that great voice.
Tiny Tavaz is still in shape. Man.
How about you, Charlie?
I don't
20 seconds of your best song.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Me?
Yeah.
Let's see. Darling, you send me. I know you thrill me. Whoa, you send me. Honest you do. Honest you do. Honest you do. Whoa.
What a voice. Now that's a voice. So proud to have Chops as a neighbor and a role model to most people here in this community. So thanks, Chops, for everything.
I like how you set me up. I was saying, and then it would have been Chops' turn. So that really gotta send the people happy. At at the end of the show, you got to send him happy. So you put Chop's turn on the stage.
No, the only reason why I said that because at your last podcast, you said that you taught Chops. I was sick, but I could still hear. Something about how you taught Chops everything you knew. So I was just, yeah. So Chops paid me before the show today. It's like, can you call him out?
Yeah.
What you got to tell me?
By the way, my favorite song to sing is "Check It Out" by the Twins.
Oh yeah, it's great.
That's one of my favorites.
It's a great song. My favorite too.
My cousin Anton Rose had a key part of that song, and he was bass player with the Tabas. Him and Chubby were great friends, and but you know, Anton was going through a lot with arthritis and all kinds of stuff. So you know, but what led another bass player to come on and play that. But initially it was him, and so that song means a whole lot to me. And may he rest in peace, Anton Rose. Chops and I, we like talking about different things that are going on in the city, different artists. It's so many people. And I'm glad that like Marco's here, Chops, where you guys can put people in the right direction, especially when they need some help. They have the craft, they have the talent, but need that guidance and or at least a venue, you know, to do these things, right? So I'm glad that you guys are doing your thing.
We just had a show here in Bedford on the 15th of August. We brought actually national act on Bubble Spots back in the 90s, early 2000s. I mean, he had 3 or 4 like top 20 hits. One of the songs being "The Stupid," which was his biggest song.
Yep.
So we had him here live, and I can't tell you the amount of local talent. So we had, I believe, 4 or 5 minutes.
Wow.
And the level of talent was unbelievable. And they're all local.
Yeah.
You know, and these are some artists that, you know, we wish that I know for a fact that if I end up doing another show locally, they're going to be on that because I mean, the talent was just unbelievable. Like, when it was brought to my attention who was going to be doing the shows, I didn't really know many of the acts out here. I was honestly amazed. I was like, oh, you're still on a local level.
Yeah.
Why aren't you traveling and touring across the country? Because that's where you need to be.
Right.
So it was. I can't wait to do another show and bring local guys and girls in to do stuff like that for national life, and that's not really boosts their career. You know, we open up for an act like Couple Sparks, or you know, you got another show coming up, another promoter. Paul, they're doing Entourage is doing 69 years. They're going to be on September 12th. They're going to be over the world. So there's all local guys opening up again. Local artists opening up. So
I love it.
That's great. You know, when you do that, we have another national show happening next year. We get local.
Yeah, I love it.
Artists. It's great to see the level of art. You know, the providers. And just to add, no, Michelle down over at the home.
Yeah,
she's amazing.
She's good people.
She's definitely supportive of local town.
Awesome. Yeah. It's especially now where you know the weather's changing,
Right.
and we're so used to all the stages throughout the city, from Fort Taber to downtown to Buntwood Park to to the feast grounds and the wall. It just I like outdoor stuff, but you know, being in the Northeast, we only got a certain amount of time we can do those things. Reggae night, reggae at the beach was this past weekend. Smaller crowd than they normally get. But you know, Shakira Gonzalez is amazing. I try to tell a lot of people that you know, grab that girl's coattails and get some advice when you're trying to do things around the city. She has some good, bad, and ugly experiences with everything. But the reggae on the beach is a plus, and I hope that the peninsula down there, the beach, all those residents understand that you have a diamond, you have something that's good and great for the city. So hopefully things get a whole lot easier next year when they're trying to run things down there.
I'll be honest, living in a sister city to New Bedford.
Yep.
I admire, and I'm sure you gentlemen have a lot to do with this, or have in the past. And I didn't know you would follow politics all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. So, but given that, I admire the way the city of New Bedford does so much for the community outside. I wish that other cities would take, a note from that and run with that and do the same thing there. It's amazing when you go downtown New Bedford and what you see on a Thursday, on a Friday, from block parties to different events. I mean,
it never used to be like that. Guys, remember back when downtown was a ghost town?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We couldn't even get one business. We couldn't even get several businesses to fill a whole block. We had Elaine's T-shirts, and I feel bad for Elaine. Right? She was probably like the only one that had that energy, that had that faith to keep staying open, which we couldn't get anybody else. As soon as the Star Store, the college kids started coming down, that's when it started turning around. The condominiums, the Zeitarian had a lot to do with it because they brought a lot of talent down. So it was just the artists. You mentioned artists, so and then a few good investors that had some money that really turned things.
You can have all these people, but at the end of the day, you still need those investors. And those people who have a vision of doing something and opening something. You say, this is what we're going to do. It's going to work.
And they're local investors, not ones that just pour the money down here and then drive to Boston or something. Yeah.
And that's great to see the local guys like yourself. I mean, that's amazing to see you developing and putting the money back into the city and generating food like that. And that's great. I admire you guys. I love you guys. Honestly,
what do you guys want to see out of this podcast? What can we do to make this something that people can view and actually even come down there and sit down and talk about some things? I wouldn't mind a young lady from Trip Towers over there to come here and talk about the things that they're going through as far as trying to live a life on a fixed income. I like those stories and people to sit down and
I think if we talk about economic development, if we talk about transportation, like a lot of the elderly, they have hard trouble getting from one part of the city to the other. And then maybe law enforcement, public safety. But we want to make this a positive podcast, where we want to be inviting. We want to let people know, hey, we want to be educational because sometimes a lot of people just don't know, where you can get. We have the career center. Unemployment is an issue. Right? People looking for jobs. We can help people through maybe having a guest speaker here one week from the New Directions or the Career Center. I forgot the name of it. Mass Hire now. Or we just have somebody from city planning, talk about the vision for the neighborhoods across the city. Somebody from economic development and talk about programs. If you're a small business person, like how do you get to the level where you can get help from economic development? Because it seems like
I was actually about to say that. So one of the biggest things with people who have a vision who want to do something. A lot of people, and I can experience it myself. A lot of people don't know where to get the loans, how to get the loans, how to put a business plan together. So one of the things that I just found very discouraging as far as business plans, you can go to a bank, you can go to let's say the Chamber of Commerce or whatever it is now that the Bristol County. You can go to those places. They will put you in contact with the people to provide for you to do a business plan. So you can take that business plan, go to the bank and get a loan. But the problem is they just tell you how to do it. So they don't actually put you in contact with somebody. It's just a website. So when somebody doesn't have the knowledge to do that and all that, they're right back at the beginning step one. So I feel that in that you should have somebody where you should be able to go to and say, hey, listen, we can talk to one-on-one, and this is what you're going to do for the business plan. You need to have this, and you need to have what your costs are going to be, all that is going to be. And a lot, there's no, I don't, what I just found this is that there's no place to actually go get it. And I've talked Federal Credit Union was actually one of the banks that did help out that.
Yeah, they really good.
Yeah, they were really good with that. And
Yeah.
that was that.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of other banks and people that you go to.
Yeah.
Here's a website.
You-
Somewhere local, there's a place local, E4L, run by Samia Walker. And that's at Burgess Street in Maxfield. What I like about E4L is all the things that you talk about. They kind of sit down with someone, and the E stands for entrepreneurship. So what they do is they set you up with someone that's already successful and kind of guiding you through a business plan.
I didn't even know that.
And so it's E4L. The one thing I like about them is that you get guided step by step. And it's a great program.
Yeah.
I talked about opening a small business with private investigations, and I'm on my way with that. That should be getting started. I keep delaying it, right?
Yeah.
Because everything that you try to do, it costs a little money. So every time I want to pay the state the money to get the license and all that, there's always something else that comes up in the house. So I just said, I'll do it next month. I'll do it next month. You know, I'll do it when the city pays me my nice pension. All right, I'll pay it then. And I did. But E4L is great, and I highly recommend people going on Facebook or on the website. If I knew a right hand, I could put it on there. But Samia Walker and their crew do a great thing. They even have they have like meeting rooms where you can kind of do a presentation. You just sign up. I needed a spot for a podcast. It's just an off day, and so I went in there. They have a little studio in there, lights, everything. I just plugged my computer in, and I did my podcast. There's another room just as big as this area where you can have a conference or something like that, or a speaking PowerPoint presentation. That's all within the city, and it's $20 an hour. So you just boom.
Yeah.
And compared to going somewhere where you're gonna end up paying something.
Yeah.
And they send you the access key right to your phone, so you and your group can come in the building and end up going to the area. So but we'll talk about that more and more. So,
Yeah, the role of economic development office is, is what they're supposed to be doing is working with a lot of current business owners or people that want to open up a business, and instead of walking into a bank, they're supposed to provide you with a nice, comfortable atmosphere, take risks on people, because usually banks, they require a certain score, but the city has programs federally funded where it's backed, all the loans are backed, even if it's a bad loan, they're supposed to help you with the application process. SBA actually, I believe, once a week or once a month has an office at economic development that's supposed to guide you through that as well. So they all working together. It just sometimes I think it's a matter of personalities, whether you have somebody who's aggressive, who's out in the community. Just don't forget, they should be out there looking at neighborhoods that have storefronts that need to be filled, and find people that want to live the dream of becoming an owner and be able to fill those slots, those storefronts. So whether it's being done now, maybe in the downtown area, maybe not in other areas, that's something that we could probably talk about, utilize.
This podcast, I think, is a great platform for that. Establish, hey, like you just said, so CBA is going to be over at whatever location, 123 Main Street, for a meeting, whatever. I think that's stepping stone to the platform. People to get that information.
I want to there's a couple of things top subject is that I never knew. Marco comes from the Fall River area. 195 used to be a waterway. People don't realize that. As you go towards the Braga Bridge, that was a waterway, and it was little waterfalls there, and they end up kind of stopping all that, and it's crazy. So where the bridge is there, that was actually a waterfall going into what Tarn River is. But that's crazy. But development way back when they end up, you know, thinking about the highway, connecting areas together, you know, and so it was amazing. I found that out probably about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But I always bring up that story.
Yeah, there's actually pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pictures online of where when they right before they built the actual Braga Bridge,
Yeah.
and it was just
Yeah.
raw
yeah.
on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know, driving a bus, I would go by there and I started picturing, and I said, you know, it makes sense. There's water on the north side and south side, so it makes sense that water would be over there. You know, and, but secondly, is the Cape Cod Canal. That's man-made. I never knew that.
Now?
The Cape Cod Canal, that waterway was built by man, so it would make it a whole lot easier for transportation with the boat. Never knew that.
I crossed those.
So, but
Well, what's the joke about Fall River, the Braga Bridge?
no joke at all.
No, but no, but what's the joke? That Somerset, it goes from Somerset to Portrait. That was the longest.
That's so true. Oh my God.
Portuguese, I can say.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
There's one refills.
No,
I'm good. Thank you.
I'm as old as Chops. I drink any more, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Who's gonna host the show?
Chops.
It's you.
It's on you, man.
That's it. We got Karen over there. We'll put Karen over there.
I'm in my 70s.
Yeah.
It's young.
Yeah.
So kids are back to school this week, right?
Yeah.
Well, they started last week, but really it's the day after Labor Day weekend is
Yeah.
when they start.
Right.
So you guys have any young kids?
Oh, I got plenty of grandkids.
Yeah.
Then?
How were their
Oh wow.
How was their
Man.
first experience going back to school?
Oh,
My grandkids.
they love school. I mean, they
Yeah.
go to Catholic school in Fall River. They've been going there since pre-K, and
Wow.
they love
What was the number one thing that they really wanted to go back to school with? New pair of sneakers or?
No, I think the number one thing that they were looking forward to was come June. We're looking to go back home. But, so I got twins.
Yeah.
I call them. I say there's one older, but it's not one older by minutes.
Yeah.
So my younger one, as I say, her goal was like, Daddy, when's our next vacation? Well,
Yeah.
she's not even in school yet. She's already asking
Yeah.
when the next
vacation.
Yeah.
That's it. October, right?
They want to thank, regardless of what community you're in, all the teachers out there.
Yeah.
Thank you for all that you do.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just like a police officer. It's not just being a teacher, but you're a social worker. You're a parent. You fill all that void while the parents are
Good bro, how you
working.
doing?
So thank you for all that you do. Teaching has become a tougher and tougher job. My wife teaches, and I hear the stories when she comes home, and a lot of them don't eat properly when they come home, or when they're home. Teachers try to be that void where kids need it the most.
Yeah.
So everything.
Yeah. So thank you. Just like police officers today,
I'd
right?
like to give a shout out to the city, the new North Star Learning Center built on Street this year, as well as the Park Street Super Daycare Center. I'm down there yesterday on the first day. It was very great to see.
Yeah.
It was really great work there. And I want to commend so that has been there, and I actually had a great opportunity to see my old nurses from homeschool that still teaching there, and I was like, wow, just real dedication
Nice.
in this
Nice.
kids in the community. And I thought that was a great connection to be able to know my child being having the same
experience you have. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And, shout out to Bozo that's comparison, a lot of great staff that they have. They have parks all over here in the city of New Bedford.
That's great.
Great family, Raposa family. Yep.
Have you guys ever seen Chops this quiet?
Yeah.
I love it. I like it.
No.
Keep going.
I
Keep
think he
going.
was taking a nap. He was snoring on my shoulder.
He's,
I'm always quiet.
It was that big coffee, the apple fritter that he had.
yeah. He,
See that the size of that?
you know,
He's gonna be ready for a nap.
he's, when he goes to the bathroom, he's gonna be there a
That's
while.
right. Couple of days.
It's yeah, your crew here, man. Whoever did the hiring did a great job, and I truly, the crew here.
No, we have a good team.
outstanding.
Olivia, who's our who I appointed her as manager probably a couple weeks ago,
Yep.
will be here soon to talk about the day-to-day activities. Just kind of explain how it starts in the morning, baking, setting the coffees, getting everything ready, because we right now it's getting busier as parents drop off their kids. They make the stop here. We're surrounded by a lot of fish factories behind us,
Mhm.
and it's just a busy commute in the morning. So Olivia's going to explain from start to finish. Her start of the day starts at 4:15. The end of the day is after 8 o'clock when they're cleaning everything up. So there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just putting out the donuts, making a fresh pot of coffee. A lot of prepping. By midday, they're prepping for the next day each day.
Yeah.
So these are all things that I learned when I was in training for 4 weeks. So it was an honor to be part of that and be part of Honey Dew, because I chose Honey Dew because Honey Dew gives back to the community in so many ways. We do scholarships, and they allow the franchisees to do a lot of community work. We sponsored Little League Baseball last spring. We give back to the Dana-Farber, and there's so many. We do the classic car shows here on the weekend. So we gave away free backpacks during back to school last weekend. So, and my sister, who works for me as well, is going to be coordinating. We're hoping to partner up with you guys as well. A winter coat drive. So many kids in our community could use a winter coat or a scarf or mittens. So we're going to set that up along with canned food goods as the cold weather will begin probably the next 45 to 50 days. It'll be tough to give up my shorts. I know Chops likes looking at my hairy legs, but yeah. So we'll be hosting a winter coat drive at both of my Honey Dew stores that will benefit the community as well. So there'll be more information at the next podcast, and we'll be, in collaboration with Charlie's.
I'd gladly help you out.
Yeah,
Thank you.
My company sort of table would definitely.
Okay, thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Participate any way we can.
Yeah, I know the why. They reached out to me this morning. They want to collaborate as well, so
Good.
maybe we can make this a
Yeah.
community partnership.
Absolutely.
There was only one speculation. There was only one thing they asked, is that we keep Chops from not singing. That's the one. That's one. Just have Chops not sing. And number two, tell them to keep that San Francisco spirit home. And number three, tell them to wake up.
Nah, I'm listening, man. I'm taking it all in.
Let me see. Speaking of Chop Turner, Nicole says, "Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Chop,
Good morning.
bring me a coffee.
My wife-
You got
I
your
gotta bring a coffee home. My wife
honeydew
said.
list already.
My
Honeydew
wife got me
list.
already.
So make sure you do that.
Okay.
I got a
Chops offering free delivery. Anybody that wants coffee, Chop will be at your house. Not only you'll get a fresh cup of coffee, but you'll get a singing voice.
Singing to you.
Maybe
Yeah.
Steve Coffee, man.
singing delivery.
Singing delivery, man. Right? That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, we were down with two first. Wow. But the bomb shop needs to be. Wow, Charlie.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, his
So
story.
Eldrick talked
It's
about that
different.
last week, right?
Wow, he just talked about that.
Yeah. So
Wow, man.
Karen's doing wonderful things. And
Oh, come on.
Actually-
Come on.
Listen, I think back on when I was down in there. I don't want nobody down in there when I'm too old. I'm too old.
And see, she's being a little humble. She's
Yeah,
also
right.
she's also an artist too.
Wow.
With
See, we didn't
painting
know
and
that.
all that. She
Take
paints.
it up here, man.
Yeah. So
Wow.
oh,
Olivia will
okay.
be here shortly. Okay?
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
We gonna make the donuts?
I'll be back. No. Olivia will be back shortly.
All right. We hear you.
If you guys want to refill.
I'll let you know in a few minutes. I'll let you know.
Hey, you know what? He said his sister works here. How's that work out? He's got to pay her.
I know.
Then she gets a family discount. How's that work out, man?
She's a nice lady too.
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah.
Very nice.
The crazy. He's a good man.
Walter,
And, it's what you see is what you get.
That's right. What you see, what you get.
That's it's crazy. All right, so let's talk about you two and your collaboration.
Yeah.
Right, how that project come about.
I mean, so we like I said, we've known each other for years.
Oh, yeah.
Back
Yeah.
to the 90s and all that. We just recollaborated, we reconnected again.
Mhm.
I want to say about maybe about 2 years now.
2 years.
About 2 years now.
Yeah.
And we just, like I said, I've been booking bands,
Oh yeah.
doing all different kind of shows and marketing promotions and all that. We just reconnected and put it back on the list. And
Good.
We're doing good with it.
I love
We're
it.
doing good with it. I mean, people keep showing up to see it. So, I mean,
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
We ain't cut them off yet.
yeah, but like our next show is, like I said, it's the 26th. It's actually
26.
Chops' birthday party.
Yeah.
So it's at the Vault. It's on September 26th.
Come
Doors
on
open
down.
at like, I think doors open at 6, 7 o'clock. Doors open at 7. And there'll be many surprises throughout that night there. It's right at the Vault, right downtown New Bedford.
I'll be there.
Great place, yeah. I guess I'll be there too.
Yeah.
You
better.
come sing too, man.
But the great thing is it's just not him. It's actually a time band.
It's whole time.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the full band on the stage.
Full band, right.
It'll be really good. If you've ever seen him, if you've ever seen Chops with the band,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna be
I
nice.
like that. You know, that group that you got together. I was looking at all the faces. I said, "Wow, all right, this is a
Yeah.
good crew." You know,
Yeah.
so you
Big group.
definitely whoever put that team together, that band together, did a great job, and
Yeah.
I can't wait. Cannot wait until till the 26th.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
And the Vault is just one of my favorite places.
That's great.
Listen, I was so
Venue.
excited
Great.
yesterday when I found out that we were doing the broadcast there for
WNB1.
Everyone.
Yep.
Everyone.
for the comedy. That's
Yeah.
Michelle's a great comedy.
Yeah.
She works with the community.
Yeah, she-
Mhm.
Very nice person. Very nice.
Just to talk about those comedy shows by WNB1. You know, it's owned and operated by Brian Magnet and Margarita Graham,
Yeah.
and
Man, Brian.
262 Union Street, right at Union and 7th Street. And the comedy shows is done by B-Mags, as we call him, and Stephen Lopes. And they've been doing this for a while. Stephen was actually doing this in Connecticut on his own.
Wow.
And for a lot of years, I at least say 10 to 12 years. And then when he came back home, he came back to New Bedford, he got a good partner, and they work great together. And they even have a podcast, Straight to the Point podcast, Sports Talk with Brian Magnet, Stephen Lopes, and Derek Casaccio. So they've been doing that, and they bring some experience. They still have some contacts. You know, stars that you're seeing on TV have been right here in New Bedford.
Right.
There's a guy named Justice. Oh my God, this guy's so funny. And he bring him in, and he's from New Jersey, so he ended up coming in. And so I can't wait. Can't wait till November when they're there.
Right.
And you know, it's
Yeah, like I said, we just sat Saturday night, we just had Steve Sweeney. Man,
yeah.
been in so many movies, different TV
Yeah.
sitcoms. I mean, it was Me, Myself, and I Need, Something About Mary.
Yep.
He had his own, he was a co-star on, it was a WB 56.
Uh-huh.
Well, we won't go
Yeah.
back, but
Yeah.
he was on that. I mean, the guy's been around, and he's just finished filming a movie in Thailand,
Wow.
a boxing movie, which
Wow.
he's also going to be in. It'll be coming out. And he's just started filming, I believe he said, a special for Netflix.
Yeah.
So,
Netflix,
yeah,
wow.
but Steve's unbelievable.
Awesome.
Yeah,
We're
I heard that name.
let's bring Olivia on.
Drum roll for the manager.
Oh, come on. Oh, no, Olivia. Oh, no. Yeah. Drum roll. She's something too.
Oh, I'm something.
So
Streets don't lie.
we got the manager here doing her thing.
Yes.
So Walter gave us a brief description of your job on a daily basis. Waking up at 4 o'clock. Woo. Well, you got to be here at 4.
I get here for like
Wow.
4:15,
All right.
4:30.
Yeah. So
God bless you.
that's
Yeah,
amazing.
God bless her.
So it ain't waking up.
You ever come in with your Christmas slippers and a robe and
No,
nothing like that?
no, I come in with my face on,
Yeah.
my collagen and my coffee, with my espresso.
That's the women do what they got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna clap to myself.
So you come that early. You have expected help to be here. We talked about a lot of things. How is it? You know, some of your crew has been here for a few years, right?
Yeah.
And quite a few years to establish them to stay here and be here. Some dedication, but it all comes. It's the environment.
You gotta set that tone. You
Yeah,
gotta set the
so-
tone.
So,
You gotta have fun.
and I mean, like the young lady with the headset. What's her name?
Jen?
Jen. I'm sorry. I used to come here, drive to the drive-through, and it got this pleasant voice every single morning, and it was Jen. She was like, "Okay," and she was so peaceful and just getting my day started, right? And that's one thing I can say about her is that she's the face of Honey Dew Rte 18,
She
right?
is.
You know, they come around, she becomes a voice, and you come around, you see her, and then, and we all have days that we don't make it to work, but guess what? She's here all
All
the
the
time.
time, all day.
Yeah, so it's true. So, as you get here at 4 or 5, you're getting things done. Just describe a little bit of what you got to do.
So I come in around 4:15, 4:30. I start my ovens because I bake the ovens first thing in the croissants first thing in the morning.
Yep.
I turn on all the coffee pots, make the iced coffee, the iced teas. Every 30 minutes, fresh coffee is brewing. I turn my ovens on, prepare all the food, get the bagels going. Basically, I get it all going.
Good.
Get the doors open at 5 o'clock and drive
That's nice.
with a good attitude, music going, and then it's ready to go.
Dedication to that slogan. Always fresh, always good.
Yeah. Always good. Yeah.
So true. So true.
And we set our timers for 30 minutes, so we're always, if it's not gone, we get rid of it. We
Mhm.
start new pot of
So I
coffee.
got a question. I didn't really look at the thing here, but I used to go to Honey Dew in the city, and they had the Portuguese chorizo.
We do have that. We have
Yeah.
the flat patty, which
Yeah,
is the Portuguese
that's-
sandwich, and then we also have the Portuguese linguiça rolls that,
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah, that come with cheese.
I don't think I'm gonna make it to the gym.
Did you ever try the malasadas on the weekends?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a buy, I noticed that was right.
Oh, we get it over here.
I saw that on the line. Yeah.
Fresh every Saturday and Sunday.
I'm gonna have to drive my girls.
I know, you're gonna be looking for you. No.
It's good. So this is week 2. I gotta say that you guys have been a great host for us, and housing us here. I really, truly appreciate it. I can't wait till next week. Who would you like to see on this podcast?
On this podcast, ooh, I don't know. There's a lot of talented people out there.
Yeah.
Right?
What about you, Chops? Who do you want to see
Who
on
do you
it?
want to see, Chops?
Bring cousin Bruce's daughter around.
Yeah, we could, right? Who?
Cousin Bruce.
Oh, cousin Bruce. Yeah.
It's daughter that was singing with
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine's dad.
She's a great
Do
singer.
right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. Marco, who would you like to see?
Like I said earlier, with Walter, I'd like to see somebody come from like the economic development.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
give somebody, for people who want that guidance, I think that would be great.
Right.
And not just recommendation for a website.
Yeah.
Have somebody
Right,
come here and sit here and say, yeah, here's my information. You need, you call me, and I'm going to walk you through what needs to be done if you want to be an
Yeah.
entrepreneur and you want to do that business.
I'll work on that.
I think that would definitely be.
I want to get Walter, man. He's economic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so something like that. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true.
yeah.
And it's also very involved.
Yeah.
Right.
Side of it as well. Very engaged.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to work on that. All right. All right, everyone. This is our week. This week, Any last words?
Social table events online. We got a bunch of other shows. Frank said a bunch of shows.
Yes,
and stuff
sir.
like that.
That's
Matter
right.
of fact, the 27th, the day right after the 26th.
Yes.
Okay.
I work with a local Sinatra singer.
That's
There's a
right.
lot of singers. I think it's Taylor Premier.
Yeah.
He used to be on radio actually. He actually works at a Boston radio station now.
Okay.
Right. He does.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh.
We actually have him in Fall River at the.
Hey, we might get to get here on it, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm out of gig, man.
I'm the backup
You had to
dancer.
do it. Yeah. Right.
I'm the backup dancer.
You do like some Sinatra music, and you love Sinatra, and Dean Martin, and all that. Oh, really?
I didn't know that. Wow.
We have him in Fall River at
Okay.
house in Fall River, Southeast Street. So, that's the
I'm gonna get on that social media.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start sharing it.
Oh,
Yes.
I appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I appreciate that.
Like any flyer that you want, we have the capabilities to put it on the screen. So
No,
Oh, yeah.
send them to me, and then
Yeah,
I can put it on
yeah,
there.
I appreciate that, please. That'd be great.
Um,
We get her up and sing with me then.
I know, right?
We've been up and sing with the band.
You
And
better see that
Right.
we did some Sinatra, yeah.
Right.
Fly me to the moon.
Used to be a thing, the ball.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So-
Right. That should be a bank.
The safe is still there.
Yeah.
The safe is still there. It's like they're looking at us.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
why
That's right. Let's go back.
Yeah.
it's that hard memory of this place.
Wow.
You know, how things have changed and all that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, Charlie,
And
thank you
the
so much for having
Oh,
me.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I look to return
Resources
in the
and,
future.
You got me for a lifetime, bro.
Right, there you go. We got you.
All right. Anytime, man.
I appreciate it.
we need to know, like, we need to know. how
Right.
Thank you for having me over
That's
here.
Thank you.
Charlie.
Great job.
Just to let everybody know, hours of operation
That's right.
is Monday through
Very true.
Friday from 5 a.m. till 8 p.m. Saturday and Sunday from 5 a.m. till 7 p.m.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah, service with a smile with good food. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
The minute I walked in, it was smiling.
We appreciate
Woo-hoo. Yeah, I'll always give a service with a smile.
She's always the same way. She never
Right.
changed.
You know what Mark
Very
tells,
pleasant.
you know what Mark tells me? You know what Mark tells
What?
me? He's like, if I had to arrest you, babe, I wouldn't even know how I could arrest you because you have the same demeanor whether you're mad or you're happy. And he's like, I don't even know how I would arrest you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Always the same.
Yeah.
All right. We will see you all next Wednesday, 10 a.m. Honey Dew, chopping it up at Honey Dew.
Yeah.
Route 18.
Come on down to Honey Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be a
With
great
my
place.
collagen.
Yeah.
Collagen with a smile.